No, because you described fire as being heat, like the sun does not make it the sun. It doesn't mean that you're saying fire is the sun. Because when if fire gets so hot you think it's cold, or something so actually no, it's the other way. Something so cold that you think it's fire, and you say it is, or it feels like it's burning. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's fire. You're describing it as how it feels, not specifically how it is. See, it's similar to what I was saying. And if for whatever reason, and it's not a mental problem, what they're that's not using logic to break it down, and attacking is not logical, because it's not. If you break it down, it's completely and utterly logical. See, what I was explaining, you could be an individual and say you have dreams and thoughts. It's your psyche, it's your thought, your imagination, your knowledge, your understanding, and the actual world that we live in that you have learned by living in it. Say, what I'm explaining is happening to everyone all the time. Everyone is an individual and everyone is different. But we're connected because of how we live and possibly dreams. But more than likely, you can stop that and skip that and say it's only here and now. But things have always been happening. So there are symbols that affect you no matter what. There's pathways and a lot of things that do affect you no matter what. It goes into your mind, it goes into this and that or the other. And there are certain things that we know that are true. And that's affecting you no matter what. So you can say this or that or the other, but life has taught you, or you have been shown a certain way. But things are still affecting. And you could push things off into the psyche, the outer psyche. But I think that's what they're doing. Because if you push it off, it'll eventually come back. If not, it's a lie, right? Or it's not your problem, it doesn't affect you, this, that, or the other. But even then, no. I'm pretty sure I explained certain things. And specifically, I believe Jesus Christ. I don't believe he died for our sins. I do believe in karma, and I don't believe it's only the people that are involved at the top. We feel too. We grow too. And that's part of it. But you can't pit all against one to make you feel good. You can, but that's what this happens. The difference between me and Jesus Christ, they were able to do that, and it did happen. But the difference is, I exemplified myself. I became myself as much as I possibly can. In other words, definitively, someone should like me. Someone should want me. And we're human. Someone likes you. No matter what. Eventually. Like, there's a lot of people and a lot of different tastes. There's drug addicts. There's, you could say, ugly people, good looking people, all kinds of people. And we learned. So definitively, I literally became myself. And then what happens is if it's happening behind my back or people's back, It happens in secret, but openly in secret. And eventually, the symbols and what they're doing builds up because they're throwing it outward, but outward is all around. And if everybody's doing it, it's just colliding. And if I'm asleep, it clashes. And I don't throw things, I maintain them. They were doing what they were doing to me, so that will happen, I believe. But I believe it expanded and that's it. And soon, possibly tomorrow, things might change. So, I don't know. I don't care. Live my life. Freaking doesn't matter to me. I worked hard. I live my life. I try to make money. I try to not really please people, just exist the way I want to. See, and no one's as strong as me because if they were, they would talk to me directly. Because that's what strong people do. Doesn't matter if you're. Somebody will. Somebody would have. So the president, uh, drugs, drug cartels. Maybe not necessarily the person in charge, but the person can send somebody directly to me. And it's not that necessarily that I'm strong. Maybe physically I was. Will is a little different. Probably on a similar par, but the only difference was that I worked physical, and maybe they did too, but who knows? But they would be able to send somebody directly to me, like the police, the president, the Marines, somebody. So I became similar without doing what they do. And it's not behind their people's back because they're not weak either. They wouldn't be doing this behind my back. So I'm pretty sure it's not the people in charge that are doing this. They might allow it because they might not be able to stop it, and or like you know maybe things happen. I have no exact clue, but the dam doesn't need to know that the river doesn't need to know that the dam is breaking for it to overflow. I'm not um, belittling anybody, threatening anybody. I'm just saying that's probably how it is. They're not hiding its movement because that's what they have to do. I understand, and maybe they're planning it in their home, but that's how it is. Then that's what makes them able to do things, but not necessarily behind people's back. All I'm saying is there's just a bunch of people that probably don't want to live life, but want to enjoy life without working for life. You know,